Blossom here. So today I'm going to show you a recipe with cauliflower and rice together, and it's a very quick recipe. So let's start. In a pan, I'm adding 1.5 tablespoons of oil, and I'm cracking the cardamom pods so that the flavor gets amalgamated with the oil. And 2 inches of cinnamon. It's already crackling. So to this I'm going to add 1 chopped onion. So this recipe I normally make with old rice when I have leftover rice and cauliflower. I make this quickly because sometimes you don't have enough cauliflower to make a full curry, but you cannot dispose it either. So that's when I use this. Add some salt to the onion so that it cooks faster. I'm going to add around 4 green chilies. There's no chili powder or pepper that's going to be added. So this is the only pungent flavor that's going to come to the rice. Now this rice, I make it white. I don't put any other extras, chili powder or turmeric powder or anything of that sort. I'm adding some ginger garlic paste, which is freshly ground. Try to add very less water while making this paste, because normally what I do is I add turmeric powder to stop it from spluttering, but now I'm not adding turmeric powder, so it will splutter a little. Now to this I'm going to add only the stems and a little part of the coriander, fresh coriander. To this I'm going to add around half teaspoon of allspice powder. The recipe for this spice powder is already there on my channel. Please check that out if you want to know how I made it. It's very easy. Now I'm going to add cauliflower. Now this cauliflower is already parboiled, in the sense I cooked it in hot water for 2 minutes with salt. That's it. And I'm doing that because if I try to cook it in this oil, it might get overcooked or it might not get cooked at all. So to be on the safer side, I always parboil it and then add it. And it's going to continue cooking. It's not very soft, it's firm to touch. So that's how you should do it. Otherwise, as I said, it'll get overcooked or it'll be undercooked. So I mix this in. I've already added a little salt to the water while I was cooking the cauliflower, so pay attention to how much salt you can add to it. So I'll let the cauliflower cook with the spices that we just added, like the coriander and stuff. I'll put a lid on it and let it cook for like 2 minutes, and then I'll be back. And the cauliflower is already cooked. Now to the cooked cauliflower I'm going to add rice. This rice I cooked in advance. I spread it on a plate so that it cools off. What happens is if you put freshly cooked rice, it becomes soft and it becomes mushy. So this is a trick I learned. I spread it on a plate, freshly cooked rice. If it's old rice, this doesn't need to be done. Now I'm adding the rice to it. Add some salt for the rice. We already added salt to the cauliflower. So I don't add salt while cooking the rice. If you do, then you don't need to add salt here. But I'm adding salt. Stir it in. So now I'm going to add freshly chopped coriander leaves. I'll put a lid on and let it cook on low heat for like 5 minutes. You can see the steam has come. It was on very low heat and it smells so good. Now put off the heat and then add a dollop of ghee. This is optional, but this adds to the flavor of the rice. Stir it in. Try making this, and children who don't like cauliflower will also love this. My children never liked to eat cauliflower before, but once I made this and they started liking cauliflower. Now they eat cauliflower in any other recipe as well. That's it. Please do try this and let me know in the comments below how you feel about this recipe. Until next time, bye.